Hey, what is up guys, DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video, and today we have some huge news to go over, so stick around till the end of the video. We are going to go over things that are currently in the game that have just come out that are massive, like mind-blowing updates for the game, My Hero Ultra Impact, and then after we go over those updates currently in the game, we're going to go over the updates that are going to come in the future, the characters that are coming in the future, the memories, all that good stuff that is coming in the future, so stick around for the entire video. Okay, so new chapters for the main quests have recently been put into the game. We have chapters 12 and 13, and along with chapters 12 and 13, we also have ability boards 12 and 13. Now, this is something I talked about when I talked about the introduction of new ability boards. We need a better way to get stamina or a better way to farm out ability boards, because just to get to ability board 9, it was such a struggle for some people, and then to get to ability board 11, it became even more of a struggle. Like, most of us only have 3 or 4 characters up to the ability board 11 at this point, and now all of a sudden we have ability boards 12 and 13 to do as well, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's overwhelming. It's hard to get your characters up to par. It feels like there's a disparity between free to play and pay to play characters, people and stuff like that. So what are they doing to fix that or compensate for that? Well, they have posted on the My Hero Ultra Impact Twitter. If you don't follow them, go follow them. Update: the number of certain materials required for unlocking spaces in the basic route of ability boards has been reduced. Okay, so for UR and SR characters, 6th through 9th panels of the basic route have been reduced, and then for rare characters, 5th through 6th panels of the basic route have been reduced. So unfortunately, they're not going to compensate you for the panels you've already done up to the 9th board, but from here on out, those ability boards will have a reduced cost, making it easier for you to get to a higher ability board, making it easier for you to get to that 13th ability board. And then of course, with getting to the 13th ability board, you also have to take into account now that we have DX skills for both action skills. So each action skill of every character is getting DX'd and becoming better, making characters a lot better than they were before, taking some characters that were absolute garbage and making them god tier characters all of a sudden. Like, it's actually insane. I'll be doing a separate video on that, on all the things that have changed for characters. It's going to change tier lists, it's going to change everything. The entire game has literally just been shaken up by this newest update, and I'll do a separate video on that when that comes out. Okay, so next, along with the ability boards, along with the new stories, we have new missions for a brand new UR memory. This UR memory is called Skies Forever Blue, and this UR memory is free to play. And it's basically like Adventure Awaits is what a lot of people in the Discord are calling it, but it's like a mini Adventure Awaits for VE Tower. Okay, it's specifically geared towards VE Tower, and when you look at it, you'll see what I mean. So I'll read what it says. If there are any strength type characters on the team, increases characters' power by 30% for 3 turns when battle starts. Insane. If there are any ABL type characters on the team, increases characters' critical hit rate by 30% for 3 turns when battle starts. Insane. If there are any int type characters on the team, increases characters plus ultra gauge by 25% when battle starts. Insane. And then you got like a fairly nice little piece of art here as well. So for a free to play memory, this is, like I've been saying, absolutely insane, and it's not hard to get at all. You can get up to 5 copies, you can get a DX, so this is going to be a really valuable, really good memory for a lot of casual free-to-play players, things like that. So that is nice to see that they are thinking about the free-to-play players with this update. So there's that for you. Okay, and now we're moving into the future, things that are going to be happening in the future of My Hero Ultra Impact, maybe in the near future, maybe in the far future, but these are all things that have been found in the data mine thanks to Hydros. Okay, so these that I'm about to show you are called Gamma Orbs, as far as from my understanding, that's what they're going to be, and they're going to be orbs that allow you to unlock these new ability boards of the characters you have in My Hero Ultra Impact. And so I don't know whether these are going to be purchasable, probably purchasable, like you'll have to buy them, but I have also heard hearsay of them being in the shop, farmable. I don't know, I doubt it. I highly doubt they're farmable. It's probably going to cost you money, but anyways, now we're going to have rare orbs. We're going to have the SR Gamma Orbs and the UR UR Gamma Orbs to get us up to ability board 13 if you're probably willing to spend the money. But that should also help a little bit in the future with the disparity between getting your characters from board 9 to board 13. It'll make it a little bit easier for people to do. So that is something that's probably coming in the future. Don't know exactly when. I imagine with the new recruit, which I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. Okay, so next we have new tower challenges coming. I do believe these are the tower challenges for the life stage. It doesn't say exactly in the data mine where Hydros pulled these up, but I do believe these are tower challenges for the life stage since Uraraka is on the front. Always good to have more tower challenges. That means more free pieces and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what pieces we're going to have, like what SRs or UR characters we're going to get pieces for, but still very cool that those are coming and they are on their way. Okay, and then now we get to the main event. The main event, as you might have saw by the thumbnail, is in fact new exclusive costume, Splash Attack, Trouble at the Beach recruit. And of course, with this recruit, we have a new Trouble at the Beach event that is currently being advertised in the game as coming soon. And so the characters that we are going to be getting for this recruit is a brand new UR Ochako Uraraka. I have been waiting for a new UR Uraraka. Like, I literally said this a few videos back that I was excited for one. And then of course we're getting a new Jiro, and then we are getting a free-to-play Yayorozu, and I said it right for all you people out there who hate the way I say her name. Anyways, thanks to Hydros, we also know what these characters are going to do, so I'm going to go over their kits with you, and then I'm also going to try to show you Uraraka's Plus Ultra animation because it's looking pretty cool. And just to be clear, these are not like, I'm going to try to explain this as best I can. So basically, these are limited characters. They're not going to become part of the general pool, but I wouldn't put them on the level of the fantasy characters. If anyone here has played Dokkan before, it's kind of like the fantasy characters were the LRs of Dokkan, whereas these are like the Dokkan Fest characters. These are like the really good characters, but they're not quite the best characters. So they're not general pool characters, but they are decent characters, and they're not going to come around for a while. You don't know when they're going to be in a hot picks again, so it is important to pull them. It does seem a little bit late for a summer recruit, but I'll take what we can get. And you know, it seems like a pretty good response from the community in the Discord, so that is really cool as well. By the way, if you haven't joined the My Hero Ultra Impact Discord, go check the links below. You could also join my Discord. Lots of good information there about this stuff. You might not even have to see my videos in order to find out about this. All right, so let's start with the free-to-play Yayorozu that is coming out. The free-to-play Yayorozu, this is all going to be based on their DX levels now. So when I read these, this is like their max level, what they can do with their action skills and stuff like that. And every character now has, like I said, a DX level 2, meaning they have both their first action skill and their second action skill DX'd or like maxed out. All right, so her Plus Ultra is called Splash Snipe. It deals 500% damage to a single opponent. This skill's critical hit rate is increased by 30% when the character's speed is increased. This skill gains Bullseye when the opponent's speed is decreased. That is pretty decent. It's critical hit rate increased is actually, that's really good for a Plus Ultra. For an SR character, that's insane. For a free-to-play SR character, really good. All right, her first action skill is Splash Snipe, deals 300% damage to a single opponent, decreases the opponent's speed by 20% for 3 turns, increases character's skill impact by 30% when speed is increased. That's kind of meh. Decreasing speed is kind of meh. It's not great. We're not really gonna deal with that too much when it comes to using SRs. SRs aren't used in Ultra Arena. They're still probably not going to be used in Ultra Arena even with the new board updates, so I wouldn't hold your breath for that one. All right, her next action skill is Anticipation. It increases the speed of all allies by 20% for 3 turns, lowers chance of getting burned for 3 turns, also increases Plus Ultra gauge of all allies by 30% when used in a successfully executed skill chain. Now that action skill is really good because it can be used in VE Tower. You can increase the Plus Ultra gauge of your allies, and it counts as a technical skill, so that's also really good. Her first auto skill is Plentiful Reserves. It increases It increases critical hit rate of all ally UA high class 1A characters by 10%. Really good. Once per battle, restores HP of all allies by 20% when HP is below 50%. Also, that's decent, but the critical hit rate thing is really good. And then her second auto skill, Extensive Knowledge, when character has a lower chance of burning, increases critical hit rate of all allies by 10% and critical skill impact by 20%. That's really good. So she is actually going to be a really decent VE Tower character for a free-to-play character. The only thing I might change would be her first action skill, which is just, it's kind of subpar. It's not great. It doesn't really feel like it fits the rest of the kit, but the rest of the kit is actually pretty good in my opinion. And then we have the advertisement from Hydros' website, but there's the Unawakened art, which is really, it's pretty decent. That's the one you would have seen on the thumbnail. And then we have the Awakened art. The Awakened art is pretty cool as well. I think it'll look pretty cool on the home screen for an SR character. All right, and on to the next character after Yayurozu. We have the summonable SR character, the Jiro. Her plus ultra skill is Earphone Jack. It deals 500% damage to a single opponent. Medium chance of confusing the opponent for 2 turns. That's decent. Not super fantastic, but it is a status ailment. Her first action skill is Twin Showers. It deals 300% damage to a single opponent, increases character's plus ultra gauge by 25% when used in a successfully executed skill chain, so there's a technical hit. Skill impact is increased by 30% if opponent is an ABL type character, so extra damage from an SR character, that's always good. Stereo Speakers is her second action skill, deals 250% damage to all opponents, low chance of confusing the opponents for 2 turns, increases skill impact by 30% if there are any ABL type opponents, so she really just doesn't like ABL type opponents. Low chance of confusing is okay, not fantastic, but this is looking like an SR character who can do status ailments and a decent bit of damage, so it's okay so far. Her first auto skill is Discord. It decreases skill impact of all ABL type opponents once again by 20% for 3 turns when battle starts. Increases chance of all ABL type opponents getting confused. So that's good if you're going against ABL type opponents. This is a unique kit, very different from what we've seen previously, because she's targeted or geared towards taking out a specific type of character. That might suggest some things for the future of Ultra Impact, but we will see. And then lastly, her last auto skill is Detect the Situation. Increases character's plus ultra gauge by 25% when battle starts. Reduces character's action skill cooldown time by 1 every 3 turns up to 2 times. That one is pretty decent, okay? Reducing action skill cooldown time is always welcome. So this character, kind of weird, honestly, kind of funky. Not to say that she's bad, but she's just going to really excel at taking out one specific type of character. So if there's an ABL type character, she is going to be great for that. I will say though, her art looks amazing. So here's her Unawakened art. Looks very, very good. Looks so cool. And then really, I think her Awakened art is just like, this is amazing. This is like UR art worthy right here, in my opinion. And it's kind of sad that it's an SR, but like, it's still cool. It's really awesome. Okay, so next, the moment we have been waiting for. We are going to talk about the brand new UR character. I bet you guys thought it was going to be a new UR Yayurozu when you looked at the thumbnail. I gotcha. It's not. It is a brand new UR Ochako Uraraka. Okay, so this girl is insane, and I think she's gonna maybe I have read over her kit already. I think she could potentially give Najire a little bit of a run for her money. I don't want to say she's going to be as good as Najire. I don't think she's going to be as good as Najire, but I think she's going to be a very, very good support. I think she's going to be second. I think she's going to be the second best support, and she's a yellow type unit, which we've been looking for and we've been needing. We need a new yellow type unit. So this is actually going to be like the character to summon for. I think she's going to be good. Okay, so let's go over it. Her plus ultra skill is Gravity Water Gun, deals 650% damage to a single opponent, decreases the opponent's defense by 30% for 3 turns. That's good. Also restores HP of all allies by 30%, which is really good, just like Najire. So that is amazing. And we knew Uraraka was going to be a support character. It's what Uraraka is. Okay, so her first action skill, keep in mind these are all DX'd, is Gravity Blow, deals 350% damage to a single opponent, increases character's plus ultra gauge by 35%. Okay, great. Reduces action skill cooldown time of all allies not excluding herself, by 1 when used in a second or later successfully executed skill chain. That is really good. That's a technical hit as well. She has a cooldown time of 5, so really that's a cooldown time of 4, which is really good. This also helps make other characters who might not be as viable in like PvP or PvE more viable now, because she's reducing the action skill cooldown time of all allies by 1, which is just nuts. That's actually really, really good. Okay. Her second action skill is try again. Gives all allies the ability to evade 1 time. Oh, looks familiar. We've seen this on our Uraraka before. Gives all allies the ability to nullify status elements 2 times though as well, which is good. And that will come into play here in a minute and you'll see why. And then increases max HP of all allies by 30% for 3 turns. That is really good as well. Increasing the max HP kind of makes up for the fact that she might not be healing as much as Najiri, which is insane. And then that is a cooldown time of 5 with her other action skill as well. Her first auto skill is called Warm Heart. It increases the speed of all allies by 25% when character is immune to status elements. Okay, so now we are giving speed to our characters. Wow, she's looking pretty ideal for PvP. It's looking like we might have a new PvP healer. And then regenerates HP of all allies by 10% for 3 turns when battle starts. Oh, look at that. Passive healing, just like Najiri. It's not quite as much. I think Najiri does like 15%, but 10% passive healing on top of increasing the max HP of all characters. Kind of broken, kind of insane. She's looking very good. I say she's going to be second to Najiri, but she might be better. It's yet to be seen. We'll have to see, but she's looking like a must summon character to me, in my opinion. She's going to be that good of a support. And then her second auto skill is great. Go Getter Attitude. Increases skill impact of all allies by 30% when character is immune to status elements. So while Najiri increases power, Uraraka is going to be increasing skill impact with an auto skill. Okay, and then also increases characters plus ultra gauge by 20% every time they have the ability to evade. So she's also going to increase her plus ultra gauge by 20% every time she has the ability to evade. The only thing that can make this a little bit better is if it was increase all characters plus ultra gauge by 20%. That would literally put her on par, if not equal to or better than Najiri, being able to increase your allies plus ultra as well. But still increasing her own plus ultra gauge is decent, so that's not bad at all. I think really the only thing that she lacks, like I said, like she's a great character, only thing she lacks is not being able to give her allies plus ultra like Najiri. Other than that, she is going to be an amazing UR character. Like, look at this art. This is the unawakened art. The unawakened art looking good, looking so good. Okay, and then you got the awakened art. Of course, it's this on your home screen. If you get this, it's going to look fantastic. It's honestly going to look so cool. So like I said, let me show you guys the plus ultra animation for this Uraraka so you can see for yourselves what it looks like. All right, so I'm going to rewind this a little bit and we'll watch it all the way through. It's a little bit fuzzy, but come on, that looks so cool. That actually looks so cool. And of course, it'll look better in game when it's not fuzzy like that, not blown up. But that actually looks just amazing for Uraraka. I gotta go back here. So she's looking really good in my opinion, but let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Are you gonna summon for this Uraraka? How's she looking to you? Are you excited for her? Or are you like, oh no, another healer? But just let me know in the comments. I think it's a great addition. I think we need another healer. I think we need someone to rival Najiri. I've been waiting for it for a while. I thought maybe Red Yayurozu would do it, but no. So I'm hoping, praying this is the character that rivals her, but we will see. Okay, so now that we got all the characters out of the way, we need to talk about the new memories, and then one last thing after that, one tiny little detail. Okay, so the new UR memory is going to be called Splash. It increases the character's max HP by 40% if there are any female characters on the team. 40% is a lot. It increases speed of all ally UA high students by 10%. Okay, that could be really good potentially in PvP. Unfortunate, it's limited to UA high students, but at least it's not UA high class 1A or class 1B. It's just UA high students in general. So that could actually be decent. and then reduces action skill cooldown time of all allies by 1 every 3 turns, up to 2 times. So reducing action skill cooldown time yet again. Couple that with the Uraraka, and all of a sudden you are able to put together PvP teams you might not have been able to put together before because action skill cooldown times were too long. So that is really interesting and really cool. And then just look at this art. This art is actually, this is like one of the best UR arts to date. Like, this looks so good. It is so cool. Okay, so definitely going to be summoning on this banner. All right, and for the summonable SR memory, this is also a really good SR memory as well. Like, it's all looking so good. Okay, so this is called Create Those Ultimate Moves, and increases character's critical hit rate by 25% and plus ultra move skill impact by 15% when equipped by a UA high class 1A character. If there are any UA high teachers on the team, increases characters plus ultra gauge by 20% when battle starts. This is going to be a really good memory, like an amazing memory, increasing crit rate and skill impact at the same time, and plus ultra gauge. This is going to be so good for VE Tower. It's going to be a really, really good memory for VE Tower, and you're going to want it if you're trying to score high at all on VE Tower. And also, like, the art isn't as good as the UR obviously, but it's still, like, they are doing good with the arts, guys. It's looking good. Okay, and then the last memory we need to talk about is the free-to-play memory. This is called Refreshing Flowing Noodles. It gives character ability to evade one time when a wave starts. Also increases character speed by 35%, action skill impact by 20% when they have the ability to evade. It's a very mediocre memory. This is the one memory I'm not super thrilled about. It is a free-to-play memory though, so you can't get too upset about it, but giving the character the ability to evade is okay, increasing their speed is okay, and skill impact is okay, but there's just better memories. Like, this memory would be a PvP memory, but there's just better PvP memories to run other than this memory, so it just doesn't quite stack up to the other memories we already have, and for that reason I'm not super excited about it, but it's still, like, this art is actually banging. It looks so good. Once again, so I am really happy about all the memory arts. I'm really happy about the characters. I'm excited. It feels a little bit late for summer, but I'm not gonna complain. It's still pretty sick. Okay, and then the last thing we need to talk about for the future of the game, I know this has been a bit of a longer video, is the new symbols that are in the game. I'm just gonna kind of flash through these really quickly. I know they're kind of small, but basically we don't know what most of these are yet, but there are basically new abilities, new things coming to My Hero Ultra Impact that we don't yet know what they are. This one right here we do know is called Stress, and that's probably going to have to do with like Redestro, so we might, this is just my speculation, we might see a Redestro coming sometime in the future, maybe to Climax battle, maybe as a character, a UR character, I don't know, but that's what this is right here. We don't know what it does, we don't know anything like that, but these are all different symbols for new things, new status ailments, whatever, that are going to end up in My Hero Ultra Impact. And then one last thing to note is Climax battle is finally coming back on the 5th of September. So those of you who weren't able to get All For One before, here is your chance again to get him. And you may not need Fast Todoroki this time if you think about it, because we have all new ability boards up to 13. If you're able to level up some of your blue characters to those ability boards, you might all of a sudden have a chance at completing All For One. However, I will tell you it is for a shorter time. Instead of being for a month this time, it seems like it's only going to be for 2 weeks. So start getting prepared now if you want to get your characters prepared to take on that Climax battle, if you want to try to get that All For One. Anyways, guys, that is it for this update. I know it was a lot of stuff. Hopefully you stuck around for the entire video, and if you did, thank you. I appreciate you. Please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I am still trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. I can't speak. I am still trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so help me out, guys, and leave me some comments about what you thought about the video. And thank you for watching. Peace.